Hello, hello, hello. See the stones in your eyes, see the thorn twist in your side. I'll wait for you. Sleight of hand and twist of face, on a bed of nails she makes me wait and wait. Through the storm we reached our shore. You give it all, but I want more. And I'm waiting for you. With or without you. With or without you, oh, I can't live. With or without you. And you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. My hands are tied, my body's bruised. She got me with nothing to win and nothing left to lose. And you give yourself away, and you give yourself away, and you give, and you give, and you give yourself away. With or without you, with or without you, oh, I can't live. With or without you, oh, oh, with or without you, with or without you, oh, I can't live. With or without you, with or without you. Ladies and gentlemen, live from the Boca Raton, it is, ladies and gentlemen.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie Yass and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Midday Show.
Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. We got TVs up, we got wires up, we got rugs up, we got a lot of ups.
A lot of ups,
Not too
better
many
ups and downs.
And then this guy's going to be doing this thing with the camera all day. He's going to drive me nuts.
Things to do, people to see. I got to tell you, today started off like a great morning. You had some things to do. The crew, I got new producers in studio. They all have initials because I started calling this one Jolene. And after a half hour, she goes, my name's not Jolene.
She was wondering who you were talking to.
But apparently Jolene was on the radio when I came in this morning, so the name stuck in my head. So she's now officially Z.
Zorro.
And we got T, and we got
Z,
J-Lo.
T,
We got J, T, Z. We got a whole lot of things.
Nickelodeon's here.
Oh, Nickelodeon.
And Nickelodeon's in the
is
house.
in the house.
So apparently, Josh, today's your day, National Save the Eagles Day. Yeah. No pun intended on that. Yeah. Anyway, happy Tuesday, everyone. Talk to me Tuesday. We have some great announcements. We are going to be live at Pub in the Hub on Saturday, January 21st at 7 p.m. So get your tickets. We've got Allie Kaufman joining us from Space of Mind. And I got to tell you, if this school existed when my kids were growing up, they so would have been there. Space of Mind.
Forget about kids. I want to go. Why can't I just
do you remember
attend?
when we got to teach podcasting there?
Yeah, but why can't I just be a student? I'd be hanging out. She'd throw me out of the school.
That's kind of why I asked you yesterday if you had the opportunity to teach what you would teach. And you went off on a whole nother tangent. Josh talked about a whole other thing. And
different tangent.
Different things. What would you teach?
I would teach the right way.
What class?
You see, people teach out of books.
But what class?
Give me a class.
What do you want to teach?
You tell me what you want. I'm good at everything except math. Except math. Don't teach me 1 and 1 equals 2 because I'll tell you it equals 3 and we'll be all in trouble.
And math is not for you. Maybe production.
Science I liked.
Video, media, maybe communications, all of that.
I want to be the guy that takes people on trips. You know how you have to take kids out on trips? That's what I want to do.
Okay.
Have a giant party.
Oh, you want to do like experiential learning?
Anymore?
They actually do. We'll talk to Allie about that as well.
They do? They go out?
Yep. So
that's what I want.
Check it out. Get your tickets. Join the party. Pub in the Hub. They have not had a Pub in the Hub. Oh my gosh, 2020? 2020, because I know we just got the footage. But I can't believe it's been 2 years.
The pub has been a little dry.
Remember we were there, we saw Marsha, all the artists. Some of our artists from the studio are going to be there.
I know.
Carlos is going to be there. I'm hoping I can get Ken there and maybe Jay Harmon there.
Ken should be there.
So I'm going to reach out, and there's about 21 artists that are going to be there currently. I'm going to reach out to all of our artists again and send their submissions in. But let's talk to Allie because she's got to get back to school. There are kids waiting for her guidance and see what's going on there. All right, we've got Allie Kaufman joining us. They're going to put a piece together, but welcome back to the studio.
Thank you.
Just grab your mic.
Oh. Thank you. It's good to be here.
It's been a minute since we've had you here. I think it was before COVID.
Definitely BC.
Right?
Yes.
BC, I like that because none of this was here. We had you in the other room.
That's correct.
Wow,
Yes.
that's 3 years.
It's been a minute, as they say.
Yeah.
Wow.
Give us some background on Space of Mind because I don't even really know how to describe it because it's more than a homeschool.
Yeah, it's we're a schoolhouse. We're an educational services and coaching company. We're a community center now with the addition of the new building. After school camp. We're sort of a clearinghouse for everything that a family or an adult, Freddie, might be looking for creative and experiential learning. So, yeah.
How did this all happen?
Well, I started the company in 2004 really as a coaching company, and my initial clients were CEOs and hoarders. And I was having a conversation with both that was very similar, and it was around inattention, disorganization, and anxiety. And as those coaching relationships grew, and the CEOs started to invite me into their homes to meet their wives, their husbands, and kids, and I started to really love that work, and realized that nobody was really looking to solve the problem of school-related stress, which was the number one contributor to chaos in the home. And lots of people were looking to solve, chronic clutter and hoarding, and I loved that work as well. But I found that my true calling was really following the problem and coming up with a solution. So I figured out how homeschooling worked and started with 3 students in my living room in September of 2010, and figured it out as we went.
2010.
Yeah, we're in our
look where you are
14th
now.
year.
That's
I know.
incredible.
Yep, we have about 55 students on campus and a host of kids that learn with us virtually and come in after school or in summer or winter camp, spring camp. It's cool.
And the location, for those of you that don't know, it is right across the street from Old School Square in Dada. It's that little white schoolhouse that you always say, what is SOM? That was the beginning of SOM, and now you're into the community center.
Yes, so we've, over the years, grown into the building next door. So we have about 10,000 square foot of campus space, and we're right in downtown Delray. So we're pretty lucky to have the whole city as our extended classroom.
And what do you think makes SOM and your community outreach different than any other private school in the area?
Well, a lot of things, but the biggest thing is that we're working with the whole family, that everything we do is about improving the dynamics in the home and not just in the classroom. And all of our curriculum is written in-house by our team, and it's all rooted in self-discovery. So it's not just about learning the historical facts and the math facts and the science facts, but it's about learning about yourself along the way. We want our kids to be confident and creative and able to articulate their confidence and creativity, and that's super important for going out into the workforce right now.
And stress and anxiety in 2004 was high, 2010, 2023 is higher than ever. Even I wake up in the morning and I think, am I going to be stressed today or not? And I'm a grown adult here thinking, I can't imagine what the students are going through, what your teens are going through.
The kids are not okay these days. Our kids they're in a very nurturing environment where we speak to the stressors every day. It's a safe place to be yourself. But on the whole, kids right now are really stressed, and not enough adults understand how to speak to them about it or understand even how to manage it for themselves. The stressors along the way in 2004 were very different than they are in 2008 when I started to conceive of the schoolhouse. The stressors were online bullying and Edline, where the teachers report your grades, and then now it's school shootings and it's COVID, and it's also still all of the other things, but there's a sense of safety in their own skin that a lot of kids need today. They don't have it. They don't have a place or a time in the day to just release, just breathe and just be. We have a lot of things to worry about, and the kids are worrying, and they're hearing adult conversations, and they need to be able to process all of that.
And the style of teaching is different. You don't see kids sitting at traditional desks like you do at other schools. How does that work, and why did you choose that route of education?
Well, I started it in my home, and I want them to feel like they're at home on the campus. Our classrooms are all very unique. Each room has a different personality and style, but the kids are able to learn in the way that not just academically works best for them, but physically. As we're growing up, we learn how our brains work, and we learn how our body and our brain connects. And for a lot of kids, who have busy brains, that usually means that their bodies have to be moving too. Eventually you grow up and you get a job where you can, create your environment to work with the way you work best. But in school, we ask a lot of kids to sit still for the amount of time that they're asked to. If creating an environment where they can move around and be working together and be physically moving, it's helping their brains to also be centered and grounded.
We were waiting for Allie the other day, and I sat down on this stool, and the stool rocked and moved, and I'm thinking, I don't know if I can talk and sit and move at the same time, but there must be kids that think with this motion because
Sure.
it's created for a reason.
Yeah, sure. I mean, look, our brainstem is activated when we're standing and moving. And when we're sitting and moving, for a lot of kids, that's actually helping them to center what they're thinking about. So, you know, if you're a kinesthetic learner, you need to be moving. Your body is moving in time and space. That's how kinesthetic learning works. A lot of athletes are kinesthetic learners. They don't have to think about what they're doing on the field because their bodies are moving. But when they sit in a classroom and they're asked to sit still, then their brain is looking for that stimulation and it doesn't have it. So we want the kids to learn how they work best and choose seating that works for them and be able to, you know, understand the way that they function academically and socially and in life.
Well, there's a lot of room to grow. And what I like, what Ali has brought is that she's giving kids an opportunity to have that space. Like we're sitting there waiting for a meeting with her and that little girl came over and she's having a conversation. Like we're part of the environment.
She's so cute.
Adorable. But I love it. And then when we go in the other building and those kids were sitting on the sofa and they have a conversation, they'll tell you anything you want to know.
The
Good, bad, or
voice.
indifferent. The voice.
The voiceover guy.
The voice.
Yes.
Now we have some new producers that came into studio, and I knew that you were coming today. One of the few times I've been given a heads up, and I wanted the ladies to sort of understand what's going on with Ali because we have a similar test too in here. What we want them to do, if I can only mimic what she does, is for them to be themselves, to try to grow. Tell me everything that you always wanted to do in media, and do it. And see what happens. I just love the school because it's controlled, yet it's freedom, if that makes any sense.
Yep. If you have a few minutes, I want to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about Pub in the Hub.
Sounds good.
Because we got to get people out there. Stay tuned. More to come. Give us a call. 888-994-4995, Studio A. Get your tickets. Pub in the Hub. Find out more about Space of Mind. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, Contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
There is no way to ignore it. You hear it on the news, online, from your friends and family. What happened to my money? Whether it got hit by falling stocks and bonds, with the coronavirus, shrunk by a floundering 401k with low interest rates, and is riding the extreme ups and downs of the stock market with political elections. Many Americans are worried about their money and how they're going to retire. Help protect your financial future now and call J.D. Mellberg for your complimentary book from a leading financial firm that shows you ways not to run out of money whether the market goes up or down. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that can protect your money for a lifetime. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits of annuities from hundreds of top-rated insurers, helping you to find ways to get up to 33% more income in retirement. That's right. 2 books, both absolutely free, for calling J.D. Mellberg. Help protect your financial future.
Call 877-643-3015.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Nice job.
Zorro in the house. How you like?
I like it a lot. And we're back. We're here talking with Allie Kaufman of Space of Mind and CCP. I want to say K with
Community
kitchen.
Classroom Project or Community Classroom Kitchen.
Okay, so it is CCK.
Yeah,
it could be
there's 2.
either one. So in my head, I'm like, I go through it.
Yeah.
You've got this amazing event happening a week from Saturday, January 21st, Pub in the Hub. Tell us about Pub in the Hub and CCP.
Sure. So about 5 years ago, we started the Community Classroom Project, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization dedicated to reducing learning-related stress through creativity and community engagement. So we have an initiative called the Community Classroom Kitchen, which is super dear to my heart because I came out of the restaurant industry. And the goal with the Community Classroom Kitchen is to we're really launching the only commercial teaching kitchen in this area for students and adults and families and all kinds of community members. But we want to change the conversation in restaurant kitchens and household kitchens around mental health, and also create a workforce that is ready to redefine and redesign the restaurant industry, which got hit super hard during COVID. And so we are excited to throw this big party to celebrate what is soon to be the end of a 4-year-long construction project to get this kitchen open. And we've partnered with some of South Florida's top chefs, restaurant groups, food entrepreneurs, culinary instructors, who, along with our own 2 chefs on campus, are going to be bringing programming to life, both in person and then also virtually. The kitchen will be outfitted with a full television studio as well.
Oh my gosh. We were fortunate enough to go up and see this last week. Pub in the Hub is to bring awareness to the CCP, the CCK, as well as the school as a whole.
Yeah, it's a big party, and we last were able to throw it in January of 2020. So COVID got in the way of us doing the last few years, but we're excited to bring it back on Saturday, January 21st. We have about 10, I believe, of some of the area's top chefs participating. Jimmy Everett from Driftwood, Daniel Dorr from Dada, Billy Himmelrich from Old School Square. I'm going to forget people right now. Subculture Restaurant Group has been an amazing sponsor of ours as well. So we've got a full, amazing open bar, some signature cocktails, beer, wine, you name it. An art show and sale that's being curated by The Peach, which is an artist collective in Palm Beach, and also someone you know, Chelsea Grobert, who works on our team as our head art coach. And most excitedly, we have one of my favorite all-time bands, Experimento, who are a Grammy-nominated sort of Latin fusion funk ska band out of Miami, and these guys are amazing. So we're going to have a totally incredible show And we've got a tarot card reader and all kinds of cool entertainment that goes with the theme, which is come to your senses. So we're excited to party with everyone, hopefully raise the last funds we need to cover this very expensive kitchen project, and introduce everyone to what we're doing, which is programming that is going to help increase family dinners, help families learn how to cook together and kids to learn to cook for themselves, and also to, through our gap year program and camps and after school programs, change the trajectory for kids who are excited about culinary arts to go into this career and industry.
How do you think cooking in the kitchen helps with mental health and mental awareness?
Oh, well, first of all, cooking is very zen. It's also a creative art, so anything that's creative is helping with mental health. But it's also a chance to be putting something into your own well-being and doing something that is supportive of whether it's your best interest or the people that you're cooking for. But the other thing is, food is social, and being able to learn how to prepare a meal for someone else and present it is a beautiful thing. So, we're really excited to be able to help everyone to learn that.
Everything about your school, isn't it? Yeah.
And the 21st, come on down, get your tickets, because what I like about this is there's going to be future growth on this thing. She's being modest. There's a whole lot more that's going to be done from this location. So come on down. If you have a business, you're a person that wants to open up a business, come
or
on
you
down,
just want
check
to
it
have
out.
some fun.
Yeah, fun is everywhere.
Music, drinks, and food.
I'm more turned on by the opportunities, the future growth of where this thing is going to go, how it can go. The opportunities are tremendous. My son Gio may even come in.
Nice.
I got to bribe him because he's going to have to leave his best friend's shower.
But think about Brecken, one of your grandsons going to school there.
Roe and Brecken and the other one.
Joey.
That guy. Oh my goodness. But what I like is the opportunity that you come down, check it out, buy your tickets. How do you get the tickets? Go online and get the tickets.
So you can get the tickets at yourccp.org or on Eventbrite. And I also just do want to give a shout out. Blake Malatesta from the Wine Room, Ryan Morris from Food Brilliance, and Derek Green from Pure Life, and Michael Salmon from Flybird are also cooking for this event, along with our chefs Gavin Crooks and Jake Fisher. So we're super stoked. yourccp.org or Eventbrite is where you get the tickets. And it's going to be a great bang for your buck. It's an awesome band, tons of food, tons of drinks, lots of fun entertainment, and a chance to see the inside of a really spectacularly unique schoolhouse and community center.
When people think schoolhouse, you think Little House on the Prairie. Trust me, absolutely not. This is not a schoolhouse. This is a spectacular, unbelievable educational opportunity and open for the community. And that's where you take it to a whole nother level. It doesn't close when the doors close at 3 o'clock. You've got graffiti workshops on Saturday. You've got after school. You've got programming for adults at night. Mm-hmm. I know you've had art nights and you've had food creation nights. You're totally open, even if she's as crazy as we are. Open in the evening for programming.
Yeah. We want, we've created a campus that started off just for kids, but the mission was always to expand it. And the thing we hear all the time, Freddie just said it, is adults come in and they're like, I want to go here. And so everything we do is now expanding to be for adults and families. We're launching retreats. We've got a gap year for post-high school students. We've got a whole bunch of programs that are still on their way out. COVID slowed us down a little bit, but we are excited to be rolling everything out over these next few months and
you
years.
have a spring trip coming up too, I think, for the kids.
Yes, we are still planning the spring trip. We do travel every year with our students.
Where are we going?
This year we're still determining that. We're going to still probably stay in Florida. But in the past we've gone to Haiti and New Orleans and Boston and up the East Coast.
Wow.
And Washington, New York, all over. Yeah.
Tremendous.
You want to go? We're in.
We're in.
All right, tell us again how people get tickets.
You can get tickets for Pub at the Hub, which is Saturday, January 21st, on either Eventbrite or yourccp.org.
You have to come. Come join the fun. We're going to have the hardest thing is not inviting the entire crew.
It's going to be a blast.
You're inviting the entire crew?
I did not say that. I'm speechless.
Allie, thank you so much. Allie
Thank
Kaufman
you.
of Space of Mind, an incredible team Allie has that works with her, in conjunction with her, the students, the families, the coaches. Check it out. Arrange a tour, take your kids up and see, because there's so much stress happening with conventional school. It gives everyone an option to breathe, for your kids to excel, find their strengths, and work towards that.
You've never seen anything like this. That I can promise you. Check it out. We're going to be there. Come in and talk, and maybe we take the cards Thursday. We're going to Leeds to hand them out to people,
Absolutely.
because I think it's the best kept secret in Florida. We just got to blow this thing up and get people there. I think I guarantee you're not going to be disappointed. And if you have creativity in your blood, you're going to like what you see.
All right, Saturday night, January 21st, 7 o'clock, Pub at the Hub. Check out Eventbrite. We're going to take a break, and we will be right back.
In times of economic uncertainty and chaos, your money means nothing. You may not even be able to get it from your bank or ATM. What you can bank on is gold and silver. Gold and silver have been a reliable and trusted form of currency for thousands of years. Call the Gold Hotline now and learn how to protect your money and your assets with gold and silver. Protect your money from the next market crash with gold and silver. Call now for your free gold guide.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Meet Jay Harmon, one of the many artists held in the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery. Jay specializes in various different art styles, but his medium to work with is colored pencils. His unique style comes from being self-taught and years of practice. Jay pulls his inspiration from many outlets like people, television, celebrities, and many more. With multiple original pieces, Jay's art graces the gallery with over 40 plus works for viewing and for purchase. His many years of being an artist has given him a chance to partner with the Derwent brand, giving him the opportunity to try many different work styles and further his craft. Feel free to come down and visit the studio to view his work, or if you're interested in your own Jay Harmon original, he's open to commissions on his website, coloredpencilartist.com, or catch his show, The Colored Pencil Artist, on Amp Media Productions on YouTube and Facebook. See you soon.
What would you do if you had a broken bone? You'd go to the doctor and use your insurance, right? What would you do if you had a serious problem with drugs and alcohol? Most people do nothing until it's too late. Your insurance can help you get clean and sober with the assistance of a place like the Detox and Treatment Helpline. Many times treatment is fully covered, so why not use your insurance to treat your addiction problem just like you would if you had a broken bone? And with the Family Medical Leave Act, you're allowed by law to take off time from work, and your employer doesn't need to know the reason. So there are two good reasons. You've got insurance you can use for your addiction problem, and with the Family Medical Leave Act, it's completely confidential. Call us right now and save a life.
Call 855-350-4504. That's 855-350-4504. Call 855-350-4504 now.
Want to save money on your next flight? Then pick up the phone and call, because the best prices are not online. See, SmartFares has special deals with the airlines. When they have unsold seats, they use SmartFares to fill them. So you get airline tickets at ridiculously low prices. With the extra money you'll save, you can book another trip or treat yourself to dinner. Call today and get the best price on your next flight, guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
Artist Rosie Sherman paints her passions to share with everyone. Expressing herself through bold and vibrant colors, Her suggestion and style are always in flux. Inspired by travels, nature, romance, and the human spirit, Rosie makes sure her depiction of women are strong and proud. Her landscapes illustrate the changing seasons in the diverse world that we live in. To find her artwork in the multiple medias you can purchase, visit rosiesherman.pixels.com.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Saturday, January 21st, come to the Pub at the Hub, only at Space of Mind.
Here at the Brooklyn Cafe, positivity is incorporated into everything that we do. Here are some facts from the Brooklyn Cafe about staying positive. Writing about positivity leads to better health, and positive thoughts change the structure of the brain. The world needs more happiness, kindness, and of course, positivity. What makes you happy, and how do you find happiness?
And we're back. I love that.
It's
a
nice,
lot
right?
of new stuff.
They're working hard. See what happens?
Maybe they get my splashes too.
Nickelodeon is here.
Nickelodeon, get my splashes going. I got to tell you, I love the concept with the Space of Mind pub thing.
Pub of the Hub.
I love what she's doing. I love her energy to doing this. She's constantly involved. You know, she doesn't sit. She's constantly moving because she got so much to cover. But what an opportunity. Don't miss it this on the 21st. Get into Space of Mind to order your tickets. Is that what it is?
cck.org or Eventbrite. It's just an amazing event. It's an incredible school. What they offer for the students, you know, every kid learns differently. My background is in special ed. So for me to see what these kids get to do and be accepted and included instead of excluded, that's what it's all about. Because as we go through life, we all have our unique differences. Everybody does, but everyone there is accepted, and it's beautiful, right? There's copper floors, and there's a blue room, and a pink room, and a purple room, and every room is a production studio in itself, but yet it's a school.
A Puerto Rican growing up in the public school system is just as lost as everybody else, and that was my world. And I see what she does. I would have loved to have that opportunity growing up.
But I'm really glad that we get to be a part of it, and we're going to be broadcasting, putting some videos and events and interviews together to promote the whole school, the community classroom project, the kitchen. They actually also have a podcast. It's called herdmentalitypodcast.com, and it's about mental health awareness and food, which is something how they put it together. But if you think about it, every culture, every religion, every ethnicity, it's about food. It's about bringing families together.
Remember 6 years ago or 7 years ago when we were at iHeart and we went to American Heritage.
Right.
And we were going to bring those kids in to do some learning at iHeart. It was all worked out. It fell apart.
Yeah, you wanted to put a train on the top of iHeart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what threw us out. That's why they threw us out. But I like the opportunity because maybe with Ali, if things work out, we'll have some of the kids in here train some of their kids and learn what we're all about and what this whole business is about. And if people actually know that this thing, it gives you the opportunity to grow and go, given the opportunity, you get to do what you get to do.
So we sent the guys out. We sent Josh and Baxton out today to get some footage. And then they're creating a new segment, Two Guys in a Car.
I'm almost done with it.
Did you go?
Yeah. Did you finish the intro?
Yes.
Did you send it over?
I was about to. He hasn't sent it over yet.
These two are like, these two are like stepbrothers.
Tell him to go send it over before we do the segment.
All right, send it over.
And while we do that, we're going to talk to Z. She's been here, so have a seat over there.
Put Z on the mic. And where's Tina? Tina still here?
I don't know if Tina's still here, if she made it or not. Did she leave?
Is Tina
She
here?
left?
She left?
I guess we're a lot for some people.
You scared her. That's what you do. You scare people. What's the matter?
No, today's been an incredibly busy day, but very productive.
I got almost everything I wanted done today. There's only one thing left.
It's pretty good because they came in on a full team, and Mayor has been great in leadership, and Baxton and Josh went out. We're getting ready to do a segment for Cooking Up Chaos, so you're going to see, we're going to do a taste test on chicken parmesan and see who makes it better. It's between Josh and Baxton, and Bailey's going to be the taste tester, but we get to taste it also.
Why is it that Bailey's always eating? Always eating.
Did you have lunch at Bailey?
Yeah.
So we've got, I'm going to mess up her name again. Zaraya. Sorry. I am so what is
Zorro.
We're just going to call her Z for short.
I don't know what to
All right, we've got Z joining us because I keep messing this up.
Do you know her name?
Zaria.
Zaraya, but it's Zaria.
It's Zaria. What happens is one person says it wrong and then it kind of sticks.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is every time I'm going to say her name, I'm going to point to Mayor. I got Mayor's name finally, right?
After 6 months.
After 6 months.
It's not a
look
bad
at you
record.
go, Mayor. Look at you running everything. Nice job.
It's not a bad record, 6 months. Some people it's 6 years.
So Zaria, welcome to the cafe in the studio.
Hello.
How are you doing now?
I'm pretty good. I'm feeling like warmed up already.
Warmed up. You should be sweating and running a marathon
Well,
by
she
now.
was hanging TVs and everything.
She was hanging TVs. They've been laying carpet, moving furniture. Everything was doing flowers, new set design. That was even before you got here.
I had to ask you a question about the carpet.
Why is that one rolled?
No, I know that. What I don't understand, I thought there were 2 different carpets.
No, we ordered the same one.
The same one, okay.
Yep. Make
It looks
easier.
good. It's
Someone's
very
at the
nice.
door. So welcome to the studio. Tell us a little bit about you.
I go to Florida Atlantic University. I'm a multimedia studies major with like a focus in film and 3D animation. So that's like where I love to be.
And what year are you in school?
I am in my 3rd year, almost in the 4th.
And what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be 3D animator for DreamWorks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And how far in that class have you gone?
How far in the class?
How far are you? Are you ready? Do you animate?
I know the fundamentals already, but
Okay.
now I'm in my advanced class and I can work on my portfolios and stuff.
Well, wait a minute. Hold on a second. You want to be a 3D animator.
Yes.
So when you sat on the sofa, I asked you what you wanted. Why didn't you tell me I didn't even know you were a 3D animator.
Well, I thought what you meant is like today.
Today she
Bailey,
wants to make it to lunch.
You know she's a 3D animator? Yeah, she told me. You didn't say nothing to me?
What?
So did I thought. Apparently I don't know a lot of things. I didn't know about their logo. I didn't know she was a 3D animator. The other one is going to be...
Hi, I'm Dawn. Welcome to the studio.
Nice to meet you. How are you?
Pleasure.
How are you? How you doing? Thank you for playing.
Welcome to the studio. We have a lot of great things that happen
It's
here.
like amazing. I asked them what they wanted. They said, I don't know, we'll hang out, we'll learn a camera or 2. 3D animation. You know, that's challenging. That I got ideas. I didn't know she was. So you're hello? Yeah. Pay attention.
Your animation department's growing,
So
Bailey.
your animation department is getting bigger. So more will be expected from you.
I have to tell you, between Z and J-Lo in there and Mayor, they were moving furniture, Freddie. It was, and Baxton mopped. They did everything. These girls went in. They were moving couches and chairs.
Oh, there we go. With the girl
tables.
thing. Okay.
And I said to the girls, you
The
don't have to
girls.
move furniture. Next thing I know,
They're moving.
everything has been moved and shifted and done. And
The girl thing.
the
Again.
girl thing.
The girl thing.
Impressive, right?
Impressive.
Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome aboard.
I'm happy
You're
to
gonna,
be here.
You're going to learn how to edit.
Yes.
But she's a 3D animator.
Yeah.
Video editing.
It's the same difference.
No.
I show you how it's the same. You teach me animation, I teach you editing. How's that?
No.
She's like, no, that's not a thing.
That's not a thing. All right, so you also have on the agenda, we're going to have a cook-off.
Yeah, we've got Cooking Up Chaos. Well, welcome to the cafe. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
More to come. I look forward to watching you grow, and just like they all do here. They all start off one place, and then you see, then you get to teach. So that's pretty exciting.
Say, Zaria, are you hungry?
And it'd be
No.
You're not hungry?
Okay.
I'm hungry, Bailey. Bailey, what's for lunch over
Bailey,
there?
what are we doing over there? What are we doing in the corner?
Josh and Baxton are going to be having a little cook-off today. They brought in their own rendition of chicken parmesan.
How did this whole idea come to be, though?
I don't know. You ask Baxton.
Oh,
She's as much in the dark as we are.
You're just along for the ride
All
on
right,
this
so let
one?
me ask you.
I'm the judge.
Are the three of them involved in this shoot, or is just you and Baxton?
Me, Josh, and Baxton.
So where's Josh? What's he doing?
I don't know.
I think he's putting an editing piece together. Baxton, you have a mic over there?
Yes, I do.
So tell us how this all came to be, this whole idea of, instead of cooking, you're tasting.
So me and Josh got into a heated argument because he believed that his chicken parm was superior.
Oh, so that's how it went.
Yep.
So you have Bailey being the judge.
Yes.
Who has the best chicken parm?
Yes.
I see.
And Josh brought his in also?
Yeah.
Is it all laid out? Do we have it out there?
Mine is. I guess he's disqualified. He isn't ready.
All right, so we're going to take a quick break, put
So we
some
can-
music up, set up cooking up chaos, cooking with chaos, just a whole lot of
up chaos.
chaos.
Cooking
We
with
also have Black Pearl Limousine joining us for the top of the 1 o'clock hour. So more to come. Give us a call. And a shout out to my new friend Keith, where I bought flowers today. Can't tell you where it was, but
We're
he
not
said-
allowed to tell you where.
He said to say hello. Stay tuned. Give us a call, 888-994-4995, Studio A, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422. For no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Stephanie Jaffe is a world-renowned artist who creates one-of-a-kind pieces. Using a keen sense of color and composition, her vibrant collages and mosaics integrate eclectic elements such as vintage keepsakes and fine china with blown glass and fired clay to create whimsical arrangements. For more information about her work, come down to the Brooklyn Cafe TV studio or go to StephanieJaffeArt.com.
Welcome to Lost Harbor Spirits, a world where pirates inspire our spirits, treasures remain undiscovered, and flavors are infused with the essence of mysterious voyages. The distillery became one of the few women-owned craft spirits production sites in the U.S. From our award-winning spirits of vodka and rum to delicious gin, we're always coming up with some new and exciting flavors to keep your cocktails delicious and fresh. Contact Palm Beach Distillery at lostharborspirits.com to take a tour or purchase your favorite spirit at your local liquor store.
Has someone in your family lost a job recently and now you can't afford your mortgage payment? Or do you have a rental property and your tenants aren't paying you? We can come to the rescue and pay you cash for your home immediately. Yes, sell your home and get cash all over the phone without dealing with real estate agents or having to waste time showing your home to lukewarm buyers. You don't need to lose your house to foreclosure. If you have equity in your home, we'll buy your home and give you cash within days, all in a simple over-the-phone and virtual process. Call now before your situation gets worse. Sell a home you can't afford or just need anymore and get the cash you need today. Call this number now.
Call 855-348-5925. That's 855-348-5925. Again, 855-348-5925.
Tax audits, tax liens, wage garnishments.
Every day we hear stories like this about good folks who are simply struggling to pay their bills. Each of them are living a frightening IRS tax nightmare, and they are afraid it will destroy their lives.
I'm a divorced single mom, and my ex-husband left me and the kids with a lot of unpaid bills, including unpaid taxes. I was really starting to show my stress on my kids because the IRS had sent me a letter demanding a huge payment from me. I couldn't afford it. So then the IRS was threatening to garnish my wages. I'm already living paycheck to paycheck. That would have put me over the edge financially.
It truly seemed hopeless, but then a friend at work told her to call the tax relief line.
The people at the tax relief line, They told me about something called Innocent Spouse Relief. They worked it out so that all of the taxes from my ex are not my problem. I don't know how that works, and I don't care. All I care about is that I don't owe the IRS a dime, and they are not going to take my paycheck.
Even if it seems hopeless, you should call the number on your screen right now. There is absolutely no cost for the call or the consultation. You are under no obligation. If you are worried that the IRS could garnish your wages, seize your assets, even take your home, call us right now. The Tax Relief Line is here to help you. Now you have a knowledgeable, professional team of tax experts that are ready to negotiate with the IRS and fight for you to save you money. The Tax Relief Line's professionals have successfully negotiated thousands of cases, reducing and sometimes even eliminating the tax debt for their clients. It's very easy to get started. Simply call the number on your screen right now. You don't have to live in fear anymore. The call and the consultation are free.
If you served in the Marine Corps, by now you know about the contaminated water problem at Camp Lejeune. If you were stationed or worked at Camp Lejeune from 1953 to 1987, you probably have a lot of questions. We have some answers. You could be entitled to compensation. Billions of dollars are being allocated to pay for damages to anyone stationed at Camp Lejeune during that time. Unfortunately, it appears that officials may have known the contaminated water problem existed and did little to protect their men. The Semper Fi code was not honored. If you or someone in your family has developed a serious illness, including various forms of cancer, call this Camp Lejeune legal support line right now. You can't turn back the clock and change what happened, but you can certainly call right now and learn your rights as a Marine. Here's the number.
Call 855-993-2180. That's 855-993-2180. Again, 855-993-2180.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
You can't see me.
Yeah, you're in it. What are you talking about?
You can't see me. I want to be the center of attention.
Okay.
Well done, Josh.
That's the first go of it. I still need that suction cup thing. Alright, well.
You need a cat.
Let's see how this goes. Stop hitting it, please. Look, we're just gonna go get Slurpees and we'll be right back. That's all, okay?
You want to go to like the bar or something? Josh, where are we going?
We're going to 7-Eleven. I thought you wanted the camera on you. This is obviously a work in progress right now.
There we go. Hey guys! 2 guys in a car over here, gang gang!
Obviously it's not working right now, so we have to have someone else holding it up right now. Where are we going?
7-Eleven to get
There we go.
Slurpees.
There we go. Welcome to the first edition of 2 Dudes in a Car.
Yeah, we're sorry.
This kid gets on my nerve all the time, so you'll see how much,
He gets on
how
my
much he
nerve.
bugs me.
No, you bug me, Joker.
Dude,
Look at this car.
You want to see what's on the radio?
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't we get copywritten? Oh wow, love this.
You like this, Stacey?
Oh yeah! Where are
Oh, shout out True Oldies.
Is it True Oldies?
It's the Oldie station.
Hey! We won't get sued because of this one. This swoop is green. Oh Lord, here he goes. Hail Mary, Mother of God, the Lord is with thee. Forgive us for our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass on us. Amen.
I don't understand that one.
No, it's a joke. Whenever people drive
somewhat fast. I always do that. So, like I'm scared for my life.
I can see that.
I had a bit of a meltdown when he was driving here the other day.
Oh yeah, we'll put that one up too.
You technically, that was 2 dudes and 1 girl in the car, though.
Oh, damn, I gotta make a U-turn.
Just drive on the...
I'm not driving on the damn curb.
Eee!
You wanna go get some Domino's?
Yes, I was about to say Domino's! I feel like this is like a blog. Yo, what up, Baxonites? It's the blog over here. Yo. Oh, Lord.
Let's go get some slushies.
We made it to 7-Eleven. Josh, what did you get? Ayo! Ba, 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 ba. Got us Slurpees. And what else?
You got some nice Georgia peaches.
Georgia peaches, Sour Patch Kids.
Georgia
and
peaches.
He was hating on me because I got grape, and I am from Georgia. And he was like, "Why didn't you get the peach?" Because I had them before, and they're not very good.
Then you're not a true Georgianite.
No.
If you're a true Georgianite, like I'm a true Floridian,
No.
I love
You
oranges.
didn't let
I
me
love
fin-
oranges. You don't like peaches, so
You didn't let me finish.
you're not from Georgia.
I am from Georgia. I love peaches. I don't like the Sour Patch Kids version of peach because I think it tastes artificial. I don't like it.
Artificial?
Yeah.
Are they bad?
I don't like them personally. Yeah, the top keeps falling off my slush puppy.
Hey! Do not spill that in my car.
I'm not. Lovely beard shot.
As long as you don't spill stuff in my car, I'm happy.
Like, how long did it take me to get out of your car at Shake Shack yesterday?
At tops, 3 minutes. When it's supposed to only take 2 seconds.
Well, I can't say that either.
These are good. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't like them. Let me have one. Maybe I was wrong.
Now see?
You haven't wrong before.
See?
I like them though. It must have been a bad night.
Fake Georgia. Fake Georgian. What do you call it? What do you call a person from Georgia?
Georgianite?
Oh, it is a Georgianite?
I think
That's
so.
pretty cool. Fake Georgianite.
It's not a Georgianite.
Oh, I don't even want to talk about last night.
What do you mean last night?
Did you not watch the game last night?
Look, hi Pac-Man! It's my car. Maybe next time we'll take Pac-Man.
Alright, we're back.
What did you see? Lila? Is this car's name is Lila? Don't you dare hit back!
Lucy.
Lucy
I was
almost
not that
hit
close.
Pac-Man.
Relax.
Lucy almost hit
Alright,
Pac-Man.
whatever. Peace out,
you
people.
saw it there, boys and girls. Why was I saying boys and girls like when I'm cooking up cash? This man almost hit my car.
Hi.
Hi, boys and girls. And this nice, kind fellow right here thinks he can make a better chicken parmesan than me.
Well, we're gonna find out today.
I think it's already been found.
Did she try it yet? No, I didn't try it. Well, let's try mine first. I'll cut my slice for you, actually. You cut her slice. I'll get my
All right.
Okay.
So how did you make this chicken parmesan?
I followed a recipe.
Did you really?
I got a mic right here. All right. Oh, stop. There we go.
If we break the
I would like
plastic
to.
utensil.
Why am I holding the mic like this? I would like to classify this chicken. I think it classifies more as bubblegum than chicken sometimes.
Who, mine or yours? Okay, really? Don't zoom in on it because it looks nasty when it's zoomed in. I promise it's better when you just, like, actually try it. Yeah, see? Stop moving the camera.
Yeah. I'm trying it.
Here, try this one. Try mine first.
May the Lord be with
I'm
you,
not
Bailey.
feeding you, Bailey. Grab the dang fork.
Don't grab my hand. Grab the fork.
Oh, it says.
You eat the whole thing.
Put the whole thing in your mouth.
Oh my God.
She's the
Bailey,
taster.
thumbs up or thumbs down?
She's still chewing. We may be here a while.
She has a mess on her jeans already.
That's okay. Well, don't
We
put it
may
on
be
the
here a
rug.
while.
Don't spit it out. Is it that bad?
We'll cut to this commercial break. We'll cut to a commercial break, and maybe Bailey will still be chewing by the time we get out of it.
Don't put it on the rug.
It's good.
All right, try Braxton.
Out of 10. Out of 10.
I give it like a 8 out of 10.
Hey!
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Wow, this is
That's
going to
a
be
big of a bite
interesting.
on
The
the
bar.
small
That's way too
All right.
big of a bite. Oh God.
Get some pasta too. No pasta. I made that sauce from scratch last night.
I made
but
this
she
sauce from
doesn't eat
scratch
pasta.
too.
Boo! Only a little
When
bit
these
of
guys
pasta.
learn how to do a taste test, they're feeding a whale. I mean, these bites are tremendous.
All right. Let's
All
see
right.
All
this.
right.
Go ahead. Well, I'm still alive.
Oh God.
Oh. I guess we're all having lunch today.
How was that, Bailey?
How was that 1 out of 10?
Okay, well, that's like a 9 out of 10.
Oh, what's the difference between an 8 and a 9?
One.
The one is better than
I'm not
the
gonna
other.
lie, it's mostly because like Baxton has like fresh mozzarella cheese. I'm a
Mm-hmm.
huge sucker for fresh mozzarella cheese.
You know, okay, here's the.
Not-
you know the difference between an 8 and a 9 is?
One.
Yes,
Better
one.
than the other.
Well, I'm taking my food away from everyone else, and I'll have it to myself.
John, I want to try it, John.
All right.
I actually do.
All right, so we get lunch today.
I
is all
actually
can
do
tell
want to
you.
try it.
I don't know if I want to have lunch with all these fingers and everything in there.
Oh my gosh, I got to tell you, that two dudes in a car, nice job, you guys. Baxton, we just need to close on two dudes in a car. We've had them busy today, and it's only 1 o'clock.
It ain't over yet. We got the next guest to bring on.
Things to do, people
I got
to go,
some bad
places
news.
to go. What you got?
The Minnesota Twins have just signed Carlos Carrera.
Oh,
$200 million for 6 years, guaranteed.
Minnesota Twins.
And the funny thing is that you guarantee the man $200 million. Why couldn't you guarantee him 7 years? What difference does it
How
make?
many years?
6. Can you imagine for the next 6 years he's guaranteed $33.3 million? Guaranteed. That means if the leg goes bust, Minnesota, you're going to have a hard time. Listen, congratulations. The better team won on him. So,
I don't know what to tell you. I guess congratulations to Georgia also.
oh,
What a game that was.
That
Was it even a
that
game?
wasn't a game.
That wasn't a game.
that was
Just Georgia trumping and doing what they do.
that's just bigger versus smaller. TCU.
How did TCU even end up in that national
Well,
championship?
now they're going to look at the scheduling and everything else. But they did beat Michigan. I mean, Michigan should have been there, and Michigan wasn't. And that game last night,
Michigan Georgia would have been a better game.
I thought it was going to be 49-7, and they just
it was
didn't
what, 60,
stop,
62?
man. 65. But the thing is, they didn't stop scoring. You would think, well, what are you going to hit 100 points? That's an embarrassment at that point.
I know.
And but congratulations
But you
to
must have
Georgia.
been happy.
Not me.
Sarah must have been thrilled.
They were dancing in the streets up there, but not me because I wanted to see a game. That
But
wasn't a game.
at 65-7,
That
not
was
even a game.
That was just sad to watch. And if one of the kids from TCU had gotten hurt, it really would have put a damper on the night. So anyway.
I know. So we've got some longtime friends joining us. I can't believe how long we've actually known Black Pearl Limousine. She says up from iHeart.
I think we had them at the studio up in
That's what I was
Delray.
thinking,
I
but
think so. It might have been a minute type of deal. She came in and came out, but it was iHeart. I remember, and I do remember the Hearts of Delray.
But we've been fortunate enough to get reconnected with some longtime acquaintances as we've been going to City Lead in Boca. We're going to be back there on Thursday.
Oh, I got to tell you, there's a lot of people that wanted to come. The table only holds 8 and it's full. I'm going to try to get another table
But
for
people
next
can
month.
come. They never turn anyone away.
I know, but they want to sit at the table.
So come, join us, and you and I could stand. Well, no, Pastor Bill gives his talk. You got to sit.
You gotta sit. No. We'll make him.
We'll figure it out for next time.
It's true, and it's funny because so many people took a long time to say yes, but I would have liked to take Ali with us. A lot of people.
So lots of things happening, but it's nice to get reacquainted with some friends and really see how businesses have grown and flourished in these past couple of years. Some businesses didn't make it, but Black Pearl Limo, oh my goodness, I have to tell you. But on a personal note, my son got engaged last November, December actually, and it was down in Coral Gables, and it was on a Friday night, and the thought of me leaving here on a Friday night, then I had to get my parents there, and I had to get my mother-in-law there, and then I had to get to Coral Gables by a certain amount of time for the surprise engagement.
Surprise.
Surprise. Surprise, we're all here. So I called Dara, and she said, I got you. And we got a stretch limo. It picked me up at my house in Boca, a beautiful, long, white limo, went to my parents' house in Plantation, then hopped on the Sawgrass, picked up my mother-in-law, and then got us down to Coral Gables with time to spare. And I got to sit and just relax. It was an amazing opportunity to be with my family, to be with my parents, to enjoy the moment, because there's so many opportunities in life that you don't get to enjoy, right? So when you have these really great things that happen in life, milestones and weddings, engagements and children, you want to enjoy it and not be running around and not driving and sitting in traffic and complaining. I know Chuck would have been like, can't do that. Anyway. Black Pearl Limousine really hooked us up. So I'm glad that Dara's joining us. And the couple entrepreneurship is with us. So welcome, you guys.
Hi, thank you so much for having us again. Yes, it's been quite a ride, and I'm glad that you were able to enjoy that experience with your son's engagement and just focus on the memories that you're making and not deal with the stress of traffic and everything else that's involved, and maybe have a couple cocktails while you're at it.
Which was so great. My mom says, what can I bring? I said, a bottle of something. And you're exactly right. We got to sit back and drink and toast to my son and his fiance and just enjoy the entire night. And then even after the event, no one had to worry about who was drinking, who was driving, Friday night being tired to do all this. Got back in the car. Your driver, he was unbelievable, so kind. He helped everyone in and out of the car. And it was just an enjoyable, right, my parents are older, my mother-in-law. It was an enjoyable experience all the way around. Black Pearl, how you guys have just grown and grown. When I met you, Dara, you had how many cars, and Joaquin?
And I'm the second half.
He's the second half. Joaquin is with us.
Joaquin, and Happy New Year to everybody.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Did you both start this business together, or was it one and then the other one joined?
Well, first I'm having a little bit of cognitive dissonance. Am I talking to the camera?
That's fine, the way you are right now. That's fine. Right at the camera.
Okay. What was the question? I'm sorry.
Who started the business?
Who started the business?
Who started the business? Well, it's an interesting story. We never dreamed of being in this business. It wasn't like a lifetime goal. We have 5 kids, and we were living in Plantation at the time, and we always wanted our own business. We've had businesses since we got married. When we first got married, we started a business on a surfer town in Jacó Beach in Costa Rica. That was the first months of our marriage. We were already starting businesses. But now we're back in the States, and we're living in Plantation, 5 kids. Our eldest was headed for high school, and the surrounding public schools were not good. We said, we got to buy a business and just move to where the schools are good. And so our north was, let's go to Palm Beach County. Boca is where they have very good high schools, middle schools, and elementary schools, because we had kids in every one of those schools. And we were looking at businesses in our price range, and we saw Black Pearl, and we thought, schlepping, moving people around, logistics, changing. We do that all day long, just figuring out how we're going to move our own household around. We thought it would be a good fit for us.
Yeah, and it was 7 years ago. We bought it from a gentleman who ran the business for 13 years. And we moved it from Fort Lauderdale to Boca Raton and made it more of a local business proposition. So we did it a local transportation service out of Boca and the surroundings. So that's a little change that we made right away.
How many cars do you have?
We've got some pictures, so Katie, if you can put some of the pictures up. Wait till you see some of these pictures.
And I'm dying to ask them what kind of cars.
What is it?
So we have, I would say, a three-prong model. We've got our own in-house fleet and our own in-house full-time drivers and part-time drivers. We have some part of our fleet that we have a shared financial interest with partners. And then we have the third part of our business is that we do B2B. So we hire independent operators or other types of companies that have vehicles that are not in our fleet, but we continuously give business to them. So we know all the drivers, we know all the vehicles, we work strategically with other partners that we've vetted so that we don't have to pay the depreciation on 40 vehicles that are going to be sitting during low season, but we've built our repertoire, if you will, of vehicles around other partners that we have joined forces with that have what we don't. So any client that comes to us, no matter what they want, we know somebody, we can source it, we can get it, and we vetted the people that we work with. And we can count on one hand who are the people that we've worked with over and over again, because since COVID, some things have changed in the industry.
And I think to your question, the basic core business of a limo company, we have the sedans and we have the SUVs and we have the stretch limos and we have the vans. So basically those are the four types of vehicles that we have in our fleet. And if we have to reach out for mini coaches or coach buses, 57 passengers, that's where we go for affiliate most of the time. But
Did I see a party bus in one of these pictures?
Yeah, absolutely.
How many people does a party bus hold?
There's different sizes. There's some that hold in the 20s, 27. There's some that hold 35. Unfortunately, since COVID, some of the businesses and the partners that we had that have these specialty vehicles, they didn't make it. And some made it, but things aren't being done the right way. So I personally try to steer clients away from the party buses because think public restroom on an airplane. So
yeah, and the party bus looks
think
just like
frat house.
Yeah, and the party bus is like everybody thinks of a party bus like with a dance pole in the middle and bar all around it. There's other vehicles that have a little bit of that without being that specific to the party bus where you put 30, 40 people and they're all dancing salsa and merengue while they're driving down 95. So it's a combination. You see some of the vehicles there in our shop, and obviously it's all about more than just the vehicles. We like to emphasize that because what really has made us different from the other ones and why we've grown so much in the past couple of years is because it's the service. It's really transportation as a service, what we call it. It's not just about the vehicle. It's not about just a well-dressed driver, but the service that Black Pearl delivers. And that's what has made us different. We are able, from the moment that the person is calling, to make the reservation like Don did. And, we try to cater to their needs. We look at is it exactly that they're looking for. You might think we want a party bus, but really what they need is really, something where they can have a good time. And we can deliver all those things. So we work with the people, try to understand their needs, and we deliver. So that's a little bit of the magic that we do.
And I was thinking when I actually called you, this is so over the top. Why am I doing this? I can certainly get in a car and drive to Miami. It's just like, you're bringing families together. I didn't want anyone to think, oh, the groom's family is coming up in a limo. It was like that. But it made it so much easier. And I didn't have to worry about where was I going to put everybody and squeezing into the car and I had so many people, 2 cars and the comfort. And it wasn't even an over the top. It just made it so enjoyable. And you all made it so easy. Oh my goodness, he was there on time, picked us up, we went and had fun and came back. It was the easiest, not over the top. And you know what people said to me? Oh, when we go to events, we do that also.
Yeah.
And you realize it's not just you. People just don't want to admit it. So I think we should make this mainstream.
It is.
Because why not?
This is exactly what we tried to present to people. Is not just for that event. I mean, people are since COVID, people want experiences. People want to go out. People want to go to restaurants. People want to be able to drink and have fun, and they don't want to have a DUI. So, you know, who wants to have a DUI?
$10,000 minimum.
Right. So, you know, just having a driver that, you know, again, transportation as a service driver that's your butler, your bodyguard, your whatever you need him to be, and you are in there in your restaurant, you know, in your local restaurant, eating with your wife, with another couple, and then 3 hours later you're back at home, you know, and you were driven. So that kind of service is what really has taken off a lot since COVID, I would say.
It makes going to Miami enjoyable. It makes going longer distance. We could take it up to JoJo. You could go to Joe's in a limo. If they pull up,
Well,
let you out.
I used to drive a limo from New York to Atlantic City. I did it for Tony Baloney in New York.
Of course you did.
So I did, yeah.
Tony
in New York.
Baloney.
Tony Baloney, that was the guy's name. And for me, a limo is just normal. I used to take it to go to Pathmark to shop. And Michelle used to say,
It
"Why
was
we
a stretch limo?
It was a stretch, yeah. And I used to tell Michelle, I got to get it cleaned because I used to, well, he's saying service. I used to love my car. I wanted every light to work. I wanted it to smell nice. I wanted to have the whole rack in there. But this was back in the day. So, I mean, these cars are beautiful.
It's the quality of the car, though. The quality of Black Pearl's fleet is spectacular. Do you remember you and I went on a shoot in a limo, and I opened the door, and the doorknob fell off in my hand?
I knew you were going to
And I looked at him, and the window wouldn't go down.
And the AC broke.
And it was just a funky smell. It was like what you were talking about.
It was a very bad experience, but it was a good idea. We tried.
It was fun at the time, but
No,
it was not like the stretch that I got to take with Black Pearl by any stretch of the imagination.
I could see that. Thank you for letting me know how I dropped the ball on that. But reliability, you know, you don't want a limo to show up late. Reliability, getting there on time, the whole 9 yards, making sure that the package works for you. Don't get in over your head. Your parents must have loved it. Your mom must have loved it. I know for a fact she loved it. Because that's a New York style thing that we used to do back in the day.
And the driver was so great. He helped my mom get in the car, and he helped the aide get in the car, and he just made everyone feel special. You know, you didn't have to worry about anyone saying, get in, we're going to be late, we're going to hit traffic. It was none of that. It was just an enjoyable evening from the beginning to the end.
How did they act when they sat in there? They would like, do we move? What do we do? What do we do next?
It's funny because you see people get into their comfort zone and they want to enjoy the evening. And I think since COVID, it's about experiences, especially for the younger generation. Like my son and Ashley, they don't even want things for their wedding. They want experiences.
They want a limo.
They want a honeymoon. They want to have fun.
They want a limo.
Maybe I should send a limo down for the bachelor party is what I should probably do. Because they've got all these guys doing things. Whatever the things are, I don't know. But I don't want all these, 10, 14 guys driving around Miami.
That's a good idea.
So I'm thinking as I'm talking to you that maybe it's something that we should consider doing.
That is probably a very good idea.
Because they're going to stop at one place, go to another place, and I know people are coming in from out of town. They're going to be Ubering or whatever they're going to be doing. But it would be nice to have them all together. Not that I'm going, but.
And also, one of the pragmatic things is, and I tell this to a lot of my clients that are having events, is you get to control the comings and the goings of the people. You're not looking around waiting, oh, this one's Uber's stuck in traffic, or, I mean, you put a vehicle for them, you're accounting for them, you're making sure everybody arrives there on time, everyone arrives there safely. As the night goes on and the mental faculties deteriorate a little bit, you know that driver is the responsible adult that's making sure, hey guys, you got your wallets, you got your phones, no one left anything. And we train our drivers to deal with people that are celebrating happy events and, you know, and need a little bit of nurturing and taking care of. And that's part of the service that we offer, and we train our drivers to do that, to make sure, because if you leave your wallet or you drop your phone in some random taxi or Uber, chances are you're never going to see it again.
They're teasing him, which I love. Keep smiling. Pretend your picture ready.
No, I'm just thinking about all the episodes that I had driving to Atlantic City and back.
Well, they also brought us some
Share them
gifts.
some.
No, I'd rather not. But it's, I got to tell you, it's an adventure. I remember for Freddie's birthday, I had kids come into a limo to go to Radio City Music Hall. And the kids from the block that were not invited jumped in the car. So I took them all down there and I called their parents, you're going to have to pick up your kid because what am I going to do with them?
I'm laughing because this is going to be perfect for your ensemble. Your ensemble. It goes with your croquis when you go to the beach.
Oh, yeah, that's a first aid kit. So when you get stung by
a
stingray or you step on a jellyfish.
Oh, wow, look at that.
And then you could reuse it.
Is that bandages?
Yes.
It's
I'm
a
going to
first
need
aid kit. Yeah.
Antibiotic cream.
You keep it up. You're going to need that.
we think of all the things that people are going to be needing if they're going on a cruise, if they're getting on if they're traveling, you know, what is it that they're missing? You know, luggage tags is what
First
usually.
aid kits. We've got some hand
Hand
sanitizer.
sanitizers.
Well, you should always start your trip. If you're going to take a cruise or you're going to get on a
Look at
plane, you should
these.
always start your trip on a nice car
Luggage tags, so you can find your luggage.
That's our trademark. Well, we if you see a luggage in an airport and you see that, you know that.
That's the color.
That's
And
us.
your luggage jumps out into your arms.
Do you know I used to have a poker chip on my bag, and somebody stole it. They stole my poker
It must
chip.
have been. It must have been an expensive.
It was $5, but.
So do any of your kids work with you?
Yeah, we are bringing little by little the kids into the fold. A lot of them work on site. When we do big events, like we just did a couple weddings this past weekend on Miami Beach, and the guests were staying all over at these random little boutique hotels, like right off Washington Avenue or Collins. So guess what? There's no parking, there's no shoulder,
Right.
there's nothing. So we put on-site concierges and coordinators to literally go into the hotel lobbies, herd the cats, get everybody, call the driver, pull around, finagle with the valet to let the bus come in and go, because otherwise it's a hot mess.
Yep. Yeah.
So the kids are working with us doing that, learning to be, you know, the on-site coordinators.
5 kids. God bless you guys.
5 kids,
Not
2 in
all of them
college,
are working.
2 in college. So they're the ones that are exempt. But the other ones that are in high school, we try to get them as involved as we can. You know, they helped us with events. They help us, and they're absorbing everything from what they see at home. And you know, we're talking business all day long.
Yeah, all
So-
day.
Now I gotta ask a question. Everybody
Here's a new
wants
notebook too.
a
Oh,
limo. Everybody.
They could write down your
Feasibility. Is it affordable? And I gotta ask because people are already writing in.
What's your price point, right?
You're in Boca, so if I want to go from Boca to Atlantic Avenue, let's say for dinner and then back home, the feasibility of that, because everybody wants a limo. Everybody wants a limo. I mean, that's the easy part. The thing is the fear of saying, "Hello, Black Pearl, how much is this gonna cost?"
Yeah. So I would say that, you know, limo is like the generic term. But if you're a couple and you just want a black car, like the black cars that we run are Audis A6s. They're beautiful black cars, leather interior. If you just want to go out for an evening dinner with tip and taxes and everything, something like that can come in under $400. And you can have 10 cocktails at the restaurant and not worry about it. Obviously, the larger the vehicle, if everybody's pitching in, it's more affordable. People are going to a concert together.
That is where really it becomes more affordable if you make a group, and people want to be in a group.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So you put it together, you know, 6 couples and 12 people, you know, that are going out for dinner, and that's becomes very affordable. Everybody, $50 a day, each one, and you have a car there waiting for you for
and
6 hours.
You pay for time with these charters. You don't pay for number of stops. So you could pick up at everybody's house, so no one has to drive home drunk from the friend's house even at the end of the night. And for less than taking separate Ubers, you're all together. And what's really fun is when you see adults riding together on buses, going to a bar mitzvah, a wedding, whatever, they get so excited. They like sing in the car. The drivers tell us they feel like they're on a camp school trip because it's like, I don't have to drive. I don't have to fight with,
They're
you know,
all
traffic.
talking. It's not that. It's not
They're
that. It doesn't need to be a limo party
Right.
bus for them
Right.
to have a party.
The event starts the minute they get in the car because they're not driving. It's not fun. When you're driving on 95 or the Turnpike, you're not officially in party mode until you're done with that drive.
I was going to ask you how is it working together, but I'm watching the two of you interact, and it seems fantastic.
It's a growing experience. We learned to be able to. We've done it for a while because we got married and we started in Costa Rica. That was our first experience. So obviously, back then it was still, I would say, pretty rough.
Well, it was, we got married and it was your business idea that I knew nothing about and you just plugged me in.
Yeah.
So, but I think the difference is here in this business is we both have strengths that are the complete opposite of each other.
Right.
Complete opposite. So Joaquin knows what he's good at, I know what I'm good at, and we're not good at the same things.
Yeah, and
probably.
we work in a very, I would say, we try to complement and help each other in where the other one is weak. So we kind of learned to do that, and we're working all day long. I mean, that's 7 days a week. We're sometimes still going to bed and talking business, but that's the beauty. It's something that we really enjoy. We found joy in this. Where at the beginning it was just kind of doing it the way that we inherited. We bought it, but we learned to really enjoy when people are having fun in a wedding. So even though people are having a wedding and it's 1 o'clock in the morning, we might not be there, but we are still monitoring it sometimes from afar.
Are you from Costa Rica?
I am Costa Rican, yeah. I am from Costa Rica.
You know, it's different because in New York, I was in Manhattan, so I took the longer road to New Jersey because financial reasons. But in New York, everything is there. In Florida, everything is so scattered. You know, like going to Encancho down wherever the hell I went.
Yeah.
You know, you got to go on the highway and everything else, and you're gonna have to drive back. So one drink and I'm done. When I went down to the clam thing, Joe's Clam Bar, the man made me a drink. First time in 60 years I couldn't drink it because I had to drive back home.
Yeah, if you're going to go down to do something like that in Miami Beach, you have to call Black Pearl.
Yeah. I don't care if you're alone and you got to put up the money. The ticket is a whole lot worse.
But you know,
the parking and everything else.
The funny thing is, at first you look at the price and you go, oh, I don't need it. It's so over the top. And then after the event, you say, I am so glad I did that. And you don't even mind what it is because, again, it added to the whole evening, the whole experience. And just enjoy life. There are those few moments that you get to enjoy life. Take the time out and enjoy it. Let's take a commercial break.
Let's do that.
More to come with Black Pearl Limousine. We've got Dara and Joaquin joining us. More to come. Stay tuned. Smile. We'll be right back.
Known for his Art Deco Cubist style and compositions with dancing saturated color, Ken Bieberman has lived and breathed art his whole life. From the early 80s, he's influenced the Art Deco district of Miami Beach. Featured in numerous restoration projects, hotels, galleries, and clubs, Bieberman creates for everyday folks and celebrity clientele. He's also the proprietor of Art Repro, a giclée and scanning company in Pompano Beach. When it comes to scanning high resolution, size is not an issue. Professionally scanning art up to 10 feet and 64 inches in width, Art Repro utilizes state-of-the-art equipment. On quality canvas or paper, archival ink and printing mediums are put to use. Art Repro ensures colors are true and every nuance of the art is captured, including the canvas weave. Perfection is the priority. Contact artist Ken Bieberman today at 954-547-0095 or visit his website www.artrepro.net.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties, open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
There is no way to ignore it. You hear it on the news, online, from your friends and family. What happened to my money? Whether it got hit by falling stocks and bonds, with the coronavirus, shrunk by a floundering 401k with low interest rates, and is riding the extreme ups and downs of the stock market with political elections. Many Americans are worried about their money and how they're going to retire. Help protect your financial future now and call J.D. Mellberg for your complimentary book from a leading financial firm that shows you ways not to run out of money whether the market goes up or down. This free book reveals little-known truths about annuity strategies in simple-to-understand terms that can protect your money for a lifetime. As a bonus, we'll also throw in a free annuity rate report summarizing the rates and benefits of annuities from hundreds of top-rated insurers, helping you to find ways to get up to 33% more income in retirement. That's right. 2 books, both absolutely free, for calling J.D. Mellberg. Help protect your financial future.
Call 877-643-3015.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
I love when he does that with the hands.
All right, so for those of you that just got messages from us on Facebook or Instagram, do not open them. I just found out we were hacked.
We're going to change the passwords. Just leave it alone and delete.
So someone answered, is this from you? And I just saw everything just went shoop. So don't open. I don't know.
It went what?
Shoop. Remember I told you that happened the other day? He told me that should lead into the segment, Weird Things Your Partners Do. I'm like, that would be a good segment. You really want to go there?
I don't see that. But
we're here with Black Pearl Limousine. They're more than a limousine. They are just another sort of an entertainment to add and enhance your evening out, your day out. A whole lot of fun.
Now I got to tell you, the limo that I used to drive, I used to put up the barrier, right? Because they wanted privacy. The limo that I used to drive, not their limo, mine. Understand the synopsis. I heard everything they said in the back.
He's laughing.
So I went to Tony Baloney and I said, "Can you do me a favor? Can you put a divider that I don't want to hear what's going on back there. I don't." He says, "Turn up the volume on the music," because the front and the back had different. Yeah. I said, "That ain't gonna work, because I got a disco going on in front, and if they wanna talk to me."
Sure, just take some media cards with you from the table.
The big ones?
The big ones and some of our cards.
Well, that was nice.
Or that. Editor's back?
Editor's, yeah, she's on.
Editor's back.
So that whole ensemble was kind of cool. But I used to love it, depending on the time of day. I used to pick up a newspaper, or we used to do ours with booze. I don't know if they still do that, or you have to bring your own.
Well, we've got Joaquin and Dara joining us of Black Pearl Limousine. I have to ask, is there a favorite story that you've gotten from some clients?
There's a lot of stories, but definitely the stories that I like to sometimes mention are not the good ones. I mean, many times this is a subject that is not spoken that much, which is a car breaking down. Cars breaking down happens, and we're not exempt. Vehicles are machines. No matter how much maintenance that can happen, but just the ability to be able to recover, that is what makes us also unique. We're not leaving anyone stranded. We're able to recover within minutes if there's a vehicle down. So that's a story that you don't hear that often, but it is something that we do have to live in this industry, and that's why we have 5-star reviews in our Google and Yelp, because we are not just focused on delivering a transportation, but delivering a transportation as a service. And that is what makes us different. You know any stories?
Well, just to kind of piggyback on that, you know, our motto is the clients first. We got to get the clients to where they need to go. So if something happens, thank God, it doesn't happen that much. But if something happens, the first priority is send a backup vehicle to get the clients to their flight, to the cruise, whatever it is, and then we deal with the incident. So we have, thank God, such a good network of partners that we're able to find an alternative for the client. As far as juicy stories, there are a lot of juicy stories.
Yeah, we have
but
celebrities.
you'll have to wait for the limo log or the
limo
limo
log?
memoir.
To write about it.
That you know,
I do-
tales from the limo.
I do want to share one story that drivers do. That they all try to, you know, go by what tip they got. You know, and that is, you know, in any industry, in the service industry, they work for a tip, obviously. So they see who's gotten the highest tips, and we've seen guys that have gotten $600 for a guy that just won in the casino. You know, just came and flipped him a chip.
Wow.
There's another guy that celebrities we've had. We cannot reveal names, but obviously
We've had many celebrities, and we've had to hand wipe down certain celebrities have had some germaphobe issues, so we've had to wipe down with like little wipies, everything. What about the time the driver had to carry the child put him in his crib because his parents got so drunk, the parents couldn't take their own kid back home into his bed.
The limo driver is sometimes
Babysitter.
a babysitter, sometimes
Chaperone.
sometimes a psychologist, sometimes a bartender, sometimes he's a
DJ.
A DJ, sometimes he's got to be the cop. Sometimes he has to be.
Oh, what about that story where the driver was taking a bunch of guys from like Boca down to Miami, and they got so drunk, and the driver, what happened?
Yeah, well, the passengers got out of hand. They were a little intoxicated.
They were throwing hamburgers, I think.
Yeah, so the driver has to be in control of the situation, managing risk, managing also the entertainment, making sure everybody's a good time, but everybody's safe. That's the most important thing. We need to make sure that the passengers are safe. So if they're intoxicated, if they're asleep or whatever it is, the driver's ultimate responsibility is making sure that the passengers come back safe. So there's tons of stories.
I got a war story for you.
Tell us.
Do you remember Blondie, the singer?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I had to pick up Blondie and take her to Studio 54. Simple, right? Pick up, drop off, easy. So when I get down to Studio 54, first it was a madhouse. And they were putting her on this red rug. I don't know, she had a hit at the time, I think is what was happening. So they were shooting a video. So they wanted the car and me, because I was dressed up and what have you, to be in the video. Now I got to get permission for that from Tony Baloney, who wasn't picking up the phone. So the guy said, don't worry, and they're putting money in my pocket, which I ended up having to give to Tony Baloney. And then they wanted to have crowd people inside the limo, so it looked like her band, which it wasn't her band. So I said to the guy, bro, you couldn't think this out. We have to do it right now. We got to do it right now. So they crumped all these people
to the limo?
Next, let's do it again. And this happened, so I missed my next ride.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I couldn't get to the next ride, and then Tony Baloney called me. He says, where are you? What are you doing? I says, I'm making deals.
That was probably before GPS monitoring.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We watch all of our drivers on the screen, so we try to be obsessively preemptive and say, this guy's not going to make it. He's being held up, and immediately have to reassign the jobs. Like in your case, I guess they couldn't tell that you weren't coming until you just didn't show up.
Wow. I didn't try too hard, because then they took me into Studio 54, and then I parked the limo, and I was in 54. Remember, I had a pocket full of money, and I stayed there till 4 o'clock in the morning. And boy, I had a ball. Yeah. That was one of my few memoir books.
This is a 24/7 job for you guys.
It is.
Yeah, we work. We have a very unique way of working. We can work from anywhere, so we work while we travel. But yeah, we vacation when everybody else is working, and on New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve and all the big holidays, we're working.
Yeah, at the beginning, that was the biggest shocker, and thank you for bringing that up, because it is something that people don't realize. We work when everybody is partying. We are Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, you name it, all the holidays, we're always working. So those days, Fridays and Saturdays, are the busiest days for us. So thank God, after the first 2 years, we were able to have enough staff to be able to step back a little bit and balance a little bit our life. But still, till this day, we are obviously aware of what's going on at 2 o'clock in the morning, and we are definitely, if we're traveling, we know what's in the dispatch, we know what's going on, we know what events are happening, and we stay very involved. No matter what we are very involved with the operation. So
what do you think your key is to a successful business?
The key to a successful business, I call it, I
hunger.
Say, well, hunger is very important, but I say that there's the 3 P's that you hear on Think and Grow Big,
Think and Grow Rich from Napoleon
Think
Hill.
and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill. You have to have perspiration, you have to have passion, and you have to have persistence. And that is, I mean, I've lived by that. In every single endeavor that we've gotten into, we both have, and it's unrealistic to think that any business can turn around overnight. So you need to do a lot of perspiration at the beginning, and eventually the perspiration will wind down. But the persistence, the passion has to be there. If you lose those other 2 P's, then you're not going to be in business for a long time.
I think also you have to love what you do. What I personally didn't realize when we started the business was how much I enjoy servicing people, how much I enjoy being a problem solver and coming through for them and saying, I got you, like I did with you, Don. I like that. Maybe that's the big sister in me. But I like being able to be the go-to and solve problems for people. And that service has carried us over into other endeavors we have, which is a tour operator that we're in the process of establishing called Marengo Travels, to do tours and traveling. And starting off in Joaquin's native Costa Rica, we've been putting together some really cool adventure trips.
Yeah, and we kind of discover our passion, which is exactly that, Dara's amazing. She is hands down the best problem solver when it comes to anyone's trip, anyone's event, anyone's...
How long have you guys been married?
We've been married 23 in March.
Wow.
And you still work together and you still love each other? Wow. I think they should do like a marriage show for us.
I don't know if we can do marriage counseling.
A marriage, right?
Inside the limo, a marriage show. That's amazing.
Tales of a marriage from inside the limo.
Stories from inside the limo. Because I'm telling you, it's just incredible to work together at 23, 5 kids, the respect that you still have. And I'm listening to you talk about each other, and it's just unbelievable.
Yeah, I think we're not perfect, but I think
it took a few years.
If you ask our
the
kids,
first couple businesses we didn't have. I think now we kind of know whose domain is whose.
Right.
He's amazing with everything that has to do with the mechanics and the numbers, and he'll deal with the permits and the government. Maybe because you didn't have to do that when you were growing up because you were from another country. Like, I can't talk to machines and insurance people. I can't do that. He does all that.
Yeah, I come from the banking industry, so for me it was very much changing my hat. And coming into a small business that we had to do a little bit of everything. It was a big change, but we have learned to work together, and that's just like any marriage. I mean, we use the same principles that we use in our marriage. We do live by, and this is a plug-in for the 7 habits of the highly effective people,
Highly
successful people. I'm sorry, and that is the 7 habits, it has been something we've used in our marriage since day one, and we write down our mission statement. We work by that, and we use it as a vision board for all the things that we want to do, and obviously it is changing as we move forward with our lives, but it is something that we're aligned, and we use it as something that we're constantly checking to see if we're aligned with what we're doing, and that is what keeps us going.
They make the adjustments, which is amazing, and your business growth and your model. I always say that consistency over time is the secret to any successful anything, marriage, children, even anything, and consistency of doing what you deliver is really, really important. And going forward, I could tell, I love what you're going to be doing, sending people on excursions.
They
and
say
what have you.
Costa Rica is one of the most beautiful places to visit, the rainforest, and there's so many beautiful things.
Costa Rica is not only after COVID, because obviously COVID has been an opportunity for people to want to explore different countries and travel, especially Costa Rica, that's known for its biodiversity and an ecosystem that is so well preserved. But Costa Ricans are very good in being hosts for tourists. So what best way of us to be able to showcase our country than taking them with a Marengo. We call it Marengo Travels. That's our company. But it's really the same kind of philosophy that we have for Black Pearl in the service industry, which is,
to elevate the experience and bring like that, customized. You really need to learn how to listen to the clients to deliver a customized service for them, because there's a billion people in the limo industry. There's a billion people in the travel industry. But if you really want to service someone and give them what they want, that's going to come through in anything that you do.
Right.
And why Marengo?
Marengo. Oh, we call it Marengo because it's the name of Alexander the Great's horse. So Marengo was the horse that Alexander the Great used to travel all over the world, and he was he's limo.
Have you ever been to Costa Rica?
No, but I understand also your money travels further in Costa Rica. Is that still true?
Yeah. Costa Rica is still very affordable. I mean, again, it is something that it's back 20 years ago. It was the backpackers, and they could do it on a very small budget. Nowadays, you can define what kind of luxury you want to have. You can find 5-star tents at the beach. That you can be clamping.
Glamping. I'm in on glamping.
Yeah, and you are in an air-conditioned tent.
Glamour camping.
And you're in the trees, and you can be waking up and have a cup of coffee with monkeys sitting next to you, waiting for your crackers to fall to the ground. That kind of experience you only have in Costa Rica.
Wow.
that is people cannot go to Costa Rica and not get to see a monkey, and especially everything that is over there organized is around the experiences. So they want to be able to show them a little bit of what is the rainforest, show them what is the rivers that you do whitewater rafting, horseback riding at the beaches, or fishing. Fishing, we do it a lot here in Florida, but over there you go on a fishing boat where you're gonna fish the biggest fish of your life and throw it back in. That kind of thing, because it's all conservation.
But I love how you started with an idea in a business to move to Boca for your kids for education, and now you're expanding and you're growing, and now into more travel and experiences into other countries. It just starts with an idea.
Is that business up and running, or is this something you're working on?
It is up and running. We just started it last year. We're kind of getting familiar of the travel industry and how to do it, and and so far we started last year, but we have taken just a few groups to Costa Rica, and now we have the operation up and ready to go. And this year we're gonna make it more of an effort to really launch it hard.
Yeah, we haven't officially launched it yet because what we're doing, and this is what I think is the fun part, is we're putting together a team on the ground in Costa Rica. We're handpicking who's the transportation we're working with, who are the guides we want to work with, which hotels, which rancheros, whatever it is, so we can kind of curate and have different packages that we offer to our clients, because it's all about teamwork to make the dream work. That's why Black Pearl, thank God, has been successful, is because our drivers are the nicest guys. They're so great, and we're constantly, in our training drilling about that. The ladies that answer the phones, we tell them, you're not in the transportation industry, you're in the service industry, you're in the hospitality industry, change the chip. So we try to, hire people that want to give service. And the reality is, if somebody comes to us and says, I want to drive for you, I really like taking care of people, I don't care if they don't have any experience. If they truly enjoy servicing people, we could work with that. So using that same template, that's what we're doing in Costa Rica, setting up with a great team, not seasoned professionals that are burnt out, but people that really want to showcase the country as a team.
I think we should put you as the driver, and you can get stories from the limo. Put a camera, like they did two dudes in the car.
The two dudes on, like the two dudes that were.
Like the two dudes, we're going to put you in there. You're going to get stories from the limo.
The two dudes in a limo.
Two dudes in a limo.
Don't tempt me, because I made a living of that in Miami. Okay, so if people want more information, they can we give us a number of information if they want to do Costa Rica?
Yeah, they can either go to marengotravels.com and they'll get all the information. Obviously, there's the phone number of the office, and we'll work with you guys. We have a Facebook, marengotravels.com, and also I think Instagram we have.
Yeah, we have Instagram as well, and we're going to be doing like an official launch this first quarter and talking about event and group transportation, because the idea is, and this came to us over COVID gave an opportunity for a lot of people that were having like huge weddings and huge events to kind of think about what's really important and what do I want to do to celebrate this milestone. And the groups have gotten smaller and smaller, and a 4-day experience with 40 of your favorite people to celebrate a wedding is very tempting to a lot more people now. So Marengo kind of was born from the idea of destination event travel, which, by the way, our kids don't know it yet, but when they're ready to get married, like, they're getting that.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
They're getting married.
And what's the best way to reach Black Pearl?
What is our phone number?
Black Pearl.
866 something.
No, 561-852-2345. That's our direct line. And obviously, blackpearllimousine.com. Their extension 1 if you're going to the airport or going to the cruises, you need point to point, or extension 2 if it's events, and that's anything that has to do with going out and having fun and more.
And then you could kind of glean over our Facebook and Instagram photos and videos. There's buttons right there on the homepage of our website for Instagram and for Facebook and for YouTube. And the drivers, like, this is part of their shtick. They love to like take pictures and play around. So they send us a lot of photos from the events. So you could see a lot of updates.
Definitely worth it. Enjoy the experience in your events and just have some fun, right? If not now, when?
Ship me out.
So do it. Ship you out?
Ship me out.
I love the whole outfit. Thank you guys so much for joining us, Dara,
Thank you.
Joaquin,
Thank you.
Black Pearl Limo.
Freddie, thank you for having
What
me.
a nice show, Freddie.
Very nice, very informative, and I had a ton of questions when I asked him after the show, like airport and stuff like that. You're going to be going to the airport soon?
I got to deal with the bachelor party. I'm going to talk to the guys and see if they're interested, because I found out they're going some place, wherever they're going. At least they're not going in 6 different Ubers. It might be something nice to figure out.
Limo karaoke.
There you go. Something fun for you. Also, January 21st, Pub in the Hub, Saturday night, 7 o'clock at Space of Mind, the Community Classroom Project. You can get tickets on Eventbrite or cck.org. It all benefits the kids. It benefits the community. Space of Mind is an incredible schooling experience for your children from kindergarten all the way through high school and then a gap year before college. A lot of opportunities. We're going to be there. The crew's going to be there. Allie joined us in the beginning of the show. And then we have Black Pearl Limo, our crew, 2 dudes in a car, cooking up chaos. Now they're back out on the road looking at some cookies. Busy day.
Busy day.
Have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and we will see you tomorrow, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Broken Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.